stay. Hi! Zach Milligan at your service with a new upcoming single called Weapon Master. Don't know where that came from, but you're going to start a new game. I can't fit my name in here, so I'm going to abbreviate it. Or, actually, I'm going to put in what I do use for Pokemon, because I play it on this ROM I have, but oops, there's no two I's in my name, but I use that name a lot, so chosen by history, man becomes a warrior, engraving the history, a warrior becomes a hero. Can't read it. Smartasses. Countless legends surrounding sword, knowing a soul edge. Some claim it to be the ultimate weapon. Others refer to it as a sword of heroes. A fate-tip sword with an immeasurable power of the spirit. Something I can't read. Hello? See? This is why I don't like reading it, because it goes too fast. If I try to pause it, something will happen. Oh my god, people! People in general! Oh my god! This is our tale of Soul and Swords. Technically ours, because now it tells you everything you need to know. Technically, press start to open up your command menu. Various controls such as character and weapon changes can be performed in that command menu. It's possible to change selected character in weapon mode. Weapon master mode. The character you choose is up to you. Not me, them. This is something I can't do, acquiring weapons, because it takes a long time. Technically, you collect money, and you get different weapons, and you get these extra modes to where you can use them. There are hidden extras, there are numerous features in weapon mode, but it's up to you to find them. Good luck. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Now, because I can, and I will, because I use Nightmare a lot, because I know him, because he's technically the only one that I quite literally go, okay, let's see, press this button, this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, I know his moves. So, Chapter 1. Regulus Proving Grounds. You stood before the entrance of the Proving Grounds in the land of Regulus, famous for its skilled swordsmen. You predicted that your journey to find the legendary ultimate sword, Soul Edge, would likely be a difficult one. Therefore, you traveled here in order to polish your fighting skills. What fighting skills did I have? After passing through the gate, you found a man standing before you, blocking your path. Kill him or don't kill him? Well, we don't have that choice. Halt! You seek the mastery of the way to the warrior. We have no interest in those who lack potential. First, you must prove your worth. I randomly lack potential. Thanks for judging, you ass. It seemed you had to fight this man to prove your strength and determination. Seeing you take hold of your weapon without a moment's hesitation, the man grinned and said, well, looks like we've got a lively one here. Good. I think this one's got some promise. Thanks, dude. He senses our determination. He's impressed. After a few bouts, the man said this to you and patted your shoulder lightly.
Hi, sir.
Hi. You've been accepted to... Okay, let's see. Your training began the next day. Seeing that the man who tested you, Edgar, was also to be your trainer. We'll start with the basics. Taking your weapon in hand, you waited for Edgar's next words, telling me what to do.
Not yet. Watched over by the Almighty Ones.
Have fun.
They unleash their fury.
Newcomer!
Fine. I accept your challenge. Final battle. Fight.
Okay, press A to perform a horizontal attack. That would be your X button, I believe. Yep.
Where did my knife, dog? Is it in the couch over there?
Go downstairs. It should be under the couch where you sit.
Thank you, son.
You're welcome. Now your vertical attack is B. Technically, my poking stick of doom. Press K to form a kick. Your K is your B button. Or X button in your GameCube. Your X button is blue, which is, well, you know, guard. You would have to use the L button, L trigger. Run! Well, everybody knows how to walk and run. You use Y and you use, wait a minute, what was it? X and A at the same time, and you grab your opponent and technically do that. Now, bit tricky. Okay, see how he parried? Now, what you want to do is guard, but at the same time you want to move up on the directional pad, or toward it. Now, sword charge, I gather to my strength by pressing the R button. Come on to me. Increase the strength of your attacks. I'm a big fan of it myself. Show me how well you can use it. Very good, you passed the test. Here's a little something in recognition. Now, classes on top, level 1 newcomer, of course. Experience will tell you how much you have. Duh. I'm only at 400. You'll get gold, which will help you. Extra practice with it. Ta-da! Extra meaning you can use weapons you bought from here. Utilize all that you learned to defeat all enemies. Having completed your basic training, you travel with Edgar to advance proving grounds of the Baltic ruins. After a half-day's walk, you arrived at a crumbling rampart. This is where you would ask to get a drink. Technically. This defensive wall was created during a war here in Regulus. At that time, this proving ground was built to train the soldiers. Our, Predecessors, don't know how to say it, claim victory to use these skills they learned in this place. Today, we train here with diligence to honor that history. Edgar stopped walking and gazed up at the wall, speaking to no one in particular. But, practically, there are many who could not handle the training and leave satisfied with the half-learned skills, only to lead lives as bandits and thieves. Looks like they've come out to welcome us. You too were aware of these three figures that watched you from a far distance. Grinning, Edgar turned to you and said, I bet it's been a while since you had a chance to just go wild and show off what you got. With your training, these guys shouldn't pose any threat to you. We'll just call this a part of your training as well. All he did was walk in. All he did was walk in, go hi. And I was enjoying the view. Thanks a lot. Thanks, dude. Poke. I shall poke you to death. Okay? Pokes. Whoa. Poke. Oh, wait. I didn't hear you scream. Yes, we know you need more souls. Ah! Random woman that cries on ground. You die too. Ow. Ah! Okay, hold on. Oh, by the way, this is one of those things where you only get one chance. Thank you. This is it. Thanks. Oh look, my favorite character! Another one I like to use. I technically know pretty much all the basics for him too. That was easy. I'll cut you in half just in case. Your experience you gain will be plus something in yellow. Forgot to mention that. Overcome the enemy! Oh great, how fun. After rigorous training at the Regulus Proving Grounds, or RPG. Okay, that's just weird. Anywho, it was time for your final challenge. If you succeeded passing this test, you would be recognized as a full-fledged warrior. Was it a full-fledged warrior yet? I thought it was. Anywho, it consisted of combat between disciples themselves. There were no restrictions and no special conditions. Only those who made good use of what they learned and arose victorious would pass the test. It would be a test of all your training. Attempting to control your rapidly beating heart, you stepped into the arena. Your opponent was already waiting for you. I've been watching your progress for quite some time. You're a worthy opponent for my final test. Saying this, your opponent ready to weapon. I'll be fighting you with everything I've got. I expect no less from you. Well then, let us dance. I will kill you because you stole the name Leon. Because, well, Leon's a good guy. And he has a gun sword like, Lightning does. Hi, man. Did I win yet? Can I get a new feature? Okay, now we have a new stage. Oh look, a road to a new era has appeared. Thunbun. Thubun. Ah, okay. Alright. Let us go on to chapter 2. Our journey begins. Really? If you are in search for Soul Edge, you should head east, past the land of Thunbun. Lies the free city of Snatch. Okay. With its never-ending flow of people, perhaps you can gather information there. Following Edgar's advice, you set off toward the east. You did not know if you would really find information about Soul Edge and Snatch or not. But it's better than wandering aimlessly like a moron going, what path should I take? You turn back just once. You win this time, said Leon after a battle. But I'll catch up to you soon. Tomorrow I'm going to take the test again. Oh, and I've heard you searching for Soul Edge. If that's the case, then we'll surely meet again. It seems you were rivals with the same goal. I'm looking forward to our next encounter. You faced forward again and began to walk your journey. Our journey has begun. Okay. Aha! Here it is. You found your path blocked by a great Thunbun River. Following the river in search of a place to cross, you soon came upon a ferry boat crossing. You immediately headed for the pier, but it appeared to have been abandoned for quite some time, and there was no one else around. Fortunately, there was still a boat remaining, but as you prepared to launch it into the water, a human figure appeared before you. He claimed ownership of the boat and demanded that you give him all the money you had in exchange for the right to cross. Why need money to buy food and supplies and more swords so I can kick everybody else's ass, okay? Leave me alone. He was obviously a bandit preying on travelers in this area. You sighed, drew the weapon. If you hit him a few times, odds are he'd just give up and run away. So, I'm going to change this character because I know what happens, so I'm going to be Keelik. Because he is technically one of many people that can do this. A dead man trying to steal my shit? Really? Hiya! Oops. This might be one I fail. Yeah, I fail. Aw. Messed that up. Darn. That sucked. Let's try it again. Okay, now I just have to remember what to do again. Okay. No! Ow! That's what I was trying to do. No, don't kill me. I can do that too. Of course, you kill me, you bastard. Who's the only person that would help me with that? I don't know, let's try it again.
Versus Voldo. The almighty ones of Greg.
You're all the same. Of course she is. Found it! Ow! Get in the water! I found the water! Oops. Oh look, I turned level 2. Iron Neophyte. I don't even know what that is! What the fuck is a Neophyte anyway? Anywho, before I do anything. Throw back to my man. Strong gusts constantly push you and prevent you from stopping at the edge of the stage. Defeat this enemy under the condition. Oh, fun. After crossing the river, heading east, you came upon a small village. Judging by the fishing nets hanging dry in the sun, this was a fisherman's village. Really? The culmination in the village square, Picured. I don't know your interest. So you headed over there to take a look. There you find the young people of the village engaged in a test of strength. They fought one-on-one on a wooden scaffold. A champion eventually emerged, but just when you thought the hubbub would subside, the crowd grew. You looked around to find the source of the commotion, only to realize that you were the cause. Well then, I've been pointed out, thanks. The villagers had learned that you were from Regulus. I just got there! How the fuck do they know? They pushed you up, pushing me on the scaffolding without giving me a chance to speak. I'm like, what the fuck? You found yourself facing the young champion. You didn't notice when you were down on the ground, but up on the scaffolding. The wind was strong. It threatened to blow you off the platform at any given moment. Well, thanks. I don't want to be pushed up there to fight someone, right? You could just go, okay, here, can you fight him? Yeah, sure, why not? Let me go ahead and kill him. Poke. That was Sparta. That was Sparta. That's all it was. It was frickin' Sparta. Oh, how fun. Okay. Having defeated the hero of the village, Poke, you expected to be torn apart by the crowd, but instead they seemed genuinely impressed. Even the young men you defeated praised your regular trained fighting skills. You quickly made friends with the straightforward, honest villagers, but it seemed they had a problem. The bind-up stream was poisoning the river and killing the fish. They were planning to send some people to speak with the miners, but the miners were a violent group, and the river people had no choice but to prepare for the possibility of a fight. Having come to light these people, we soon found ourselves agreeing to help them. As expected, the negotiations did not go well. The miners immobilized the villagers with poison and forced them out of the mines. Due to the poison, however, they couldn't even make it back to their village. Fortunately, it seemed you had not drunk very much of the poison. You infiltrated the inside of the mine. You needed to get the antidote to save the villagers, even if you had to take it by force. So anyway. First dungeon always has 3. Has 3.
Now offer your soul. Final battle. Fight.
I am here for your pickle. Ow! I am here for your pickle. Give me your pickle. Oh, you see something, don't you? I'm not getting any experience. Well, that's because I'm going through it. You're only getting 100 gold. Maybe because we're going through. We're going through it to kill the boss, more or less, and then gaining the experience. Whoa! Stop kicking me! Okay, do you want me to poke you like I did to your friend? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, the next soul's the boss.
Versus Yoshimitsu. Entrust your noble sword in your sword. Massacre. Final battle. Fight.
Poke! You want to poke me? I'll poke you. Possibly give you a Sparta kick. Or Sparta sword, but oh well. Oh look, I've turned to bronze, thanks. The new feature has been unlocked. We have unlocked Yoshimitsu. He's weird. No, really, he's weird. To be truthfully honest, he's just one of the most weirdest gods I've ever seen. These take very long, so you're gonna have to deal with it. You don't have to. You can leave. But just letting you know, these stories and readings are long. So, their boss defeated in front of their eyes. The miners looked as though they would attack at any moment, but Chariot stepped forward and silenced them. You idiots, just how much more do you plan to embarrass me today? You promised to provide an antidote to the fishermen and agreed to discuss the situation. Your mission to mediate their dispute was a complete success. The rest was up to them. It seemed Chariot took quite a liking to you. Even as you hurried to leave, he practically dragged you back and insisted that you and the people of the fisherman village join with him in a feast. The next morning, you bid farewell to everybody and head out east, through the opposite side of the mine. After traveling for some time, you eventually caught sight of Snatch in the distance and could feel the change in the atmosphere. The performers and travelers on the road increased in number, and you could hear the voices of peddlers above the noise of the crowd. It was clear that Snatch was a thriving, bustling city. Of course we do! Oh look, we can't hold footing at the edge. Defeat the enemy with a ring out. Okay, let me just poke him again. You've been surrounded by crowds ever since entering Snatch. Listening to the conversation around you, you learned that today was the day of the monthly carnival. Fun. You decided that you would be best to just relax and enjoy the festivities. Yay, we get to have just a tad bit vacation until this happens. After a little while, you hear the excited shouts from up ahead. Stopping to take a look, you saw a lone puppeteer crying out in frustration. A crowd of people had gathered to watch the out-of-control mechanical puppets. The huge crowd in the way, you couldn't even pass through the area. Seeing no other choice, you stepped forward to put an end to the rampaging puppets. The noise of the crowd increased as people began to place bets. But wait, please! Those are custom-made puppets! I ordered all the way from Sadiar. Please don't wreck them. The puppets pleaded with you desperately. You sighed and thought up a plan. It looked like the fastest method would be to knock them out of the ring.
Versus Charade. Not yet.
Spoiler alert! We unlock him too.
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, look. Okay. Simple. I've explained it in the previous video, but I'm going to explain it to everybody who just joined in. Charade copies other people. Takes their weapon, takes their moves, more or less. He is them. How about that? Oh look, I turned to silver, and Charade is now selectable. Now we can fight a Charade. Oh look, a road to a new stage had appeared. Tophedia, which is stage 3. I'm going in order, so. Tophedia's Gambling Den. Oh, let's see. Receive heavy damage when knocked against the ground or wall. Defeat the enemy in this condition. Apparently we found ourselves standing before a small arena. Judging from the sight of smiling women and frustrated, tearful men, it appeared that they were holding gambling battles. No particular need of funds, you planned to simply pass on by, but then a familiar voice called you out. Long time no see, how's it going? Turning around, you saw that Leon was there. Wait a minute. In 2 chapters, Leon randomly pops up and goes, hi. Okay. He must have succeeded in passing the final test after I left. We left. We felt somewhat nostalgic as you recall your memories of Regulus. When he asked When asked if you found out anything about solids, you shook your head. Leon looked disappointed, but quickly cheered up and said, I see, neither have I. Hey, as long as you're here, how about a match? It's been a while since our last one. It seems this ring is a booby-trapped with a few tricks, but it shouldn't be any big deal. The sound of tears and groans erupted from behind you. It seemed that the previous match had just ended. Oh, look. We're being forced into a fight again. Thanks.
Not yet.
You're the rude one. You pop out of the door going, wee! See, that's all I do. Technically. Oh. Sure you can! I do that all the time, trust me. It's normal. Roar! Yeah, we went. Okay, now we go to the Snatch Harbor. Now we go to the temple. Throws are more effective. Kill the enemy. Traveling through the foothills of the path to the temple top, the mountain overlooking Snatch, you stop to rest at a tavern along the way. A tower at the entrance to a temple? That's just like this city, you thought to yourself as you opened the door. Upon seeing the inside, you give a wiry smile. Okay. Seeing that the temple itself was running the bar. Oh look, a holy place. Bar. Do you think that goes together? No. Acolyte priests scurried back and forth, serving loud, rambunctious customers. You sat down at a small table and tried to relax. One fight began brewing right beside you. A man carrying an enormous amount of luggage was surrounded by a group of drunks. You planned to avoid trouble, but then their leader kicked your table out from under you. It wasn't your style to just keep quiet after such treatment. You drew your weapon and dragged him outside. Out throwing. The man with the luggage took advantage of his chance and quickly disappeared. Your opponent, perhaps cowed by your aggressiveness, held back and maintained a defensive posture. This is called for extensive use of throws. His name's not Leon, but this is the third time we've seen Raphael, so thanks. Throws are more effective. Okay, throws are more effective. Alright. My sword's effective too. No. Fine. Know that. Know that. Oh my god, I've turned into gold. Thanks. Okay. Oh look, another chapter. We're not going there yet. That'll be another sub-chapter, actually. But we're going to complete this one, and then I'm going to call it a day. So, the enemy's weapons have poison, so you will go numb if you are damaged. Defeat all the enemies. Hated this one the first time I played it. The port was a very busy place in the evening. The city's commerce was built around the port, as ships arriving and leaving carried goods for trade. Shops crowded the streets, and the bars were full of ships, crews, and those who would do business with them. I don't want to know what kind of business. Having spent the day wandering around the port, you too headed for an inn for a hot meal and a room for the night. You waked the night shivering from the cold. Your head throbbed. There was a large bump on your back of your head. You surveyed your surroundings, and it was clear that you were no longer in a room at the inn. It appeared to be inside of a ship. You've been sold away as a slave. Thanks, asses. Thanks. I'm now a slave. Fuck you now. Seeing your food had been drugged. The inn must have had a business agreement with some of the ships. Your weapon had, of course, been taken away. It wasn't like you let your guard down like that. Now you find a way off the ship before it set sail. Fortunately, thanks to your training at Regulus, you were still a threat, even without a weapon. After ramming down the door with your shoulder, you recovered your weapon from the crew and ran for the pier. Unfortunately, they weren't going to let you get away. I'm still a threat without a weapon. That's actually good for him. Kick. I hate you people too, so you almost die. Poke. Kick. Oh, that's punch. I know I win. Okay. Poke. I said poke. See? I went numb. I fell to the ground. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. I punched you in the face. Damn. It's a... Oh my god! You asshole. See, their weapon have poison. I don't. But the problem is, I found out what the problem is. Kick, poison, I fall to the ground. What the fuck? What, are their feet poison too? Hey. Alfred, king of the pirates. I would have gone more along the lines of someone more intimidating other than Alfred. Really? Oh my god. Teleportation jutsu. You're not the fourth Hokage. Wrong game. Okay, he's not gonna let me do a thing. He won't. See? These guys don't let me do shit. Thanks. You won't let me do a thing. Thanks. Let me try somebody else. Let me try Keelik. Oh, trust me. Again. Said it at the beginning. Say it again. I will change my character if I have to. I'm good with Keelik, too. Technically, everybody else, I just kind of press the buttons and see what works out in the open. Crack this bag. Yeah, that's over already. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This is a rated T game. Just kind of giving you a warning. Oh shit! Ew! God! Fuck! Nothing will come of hate. Nothing will come of hate, of course not. Then you get your ass kicked by the next guy. To be truthfully honest, you stood there like an idiot. Let's see. You standing like an idiot plus random guy with stick equals stabbed in the neck. Okay, thanks. Aw, I was about to crack your back. Kick him in the head. Kick him in the head. He's a pedophile. I don't know if he's a guy or a girl. I want to wallow in my despair. Die, Davy Jones, die. You remind me. Pirates of the Caribbean, does that guy not remind you of Davy Jones at all? Just because of how he says, whatever he says. Okay. No! Damn it. Your name's not Alfred. Your name is Davy Jones. How that? We're changing your name to Davy freaking Jones. Okay, we're going back to Mr. I can poke you with a freaking sword. I'm going back to Mr. Pokey. Time to get poked in the stomach. Stomach. Sure you can. Technically. Give me strength, yeah, thanks. Oh wait, I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. Okay. How about we use that for a change? Oh yeah, that helps out a lot. Kick. Scream. The greatest nightmare. Okay. To be perfectly clear, nightmare is nightmare no matter if you find a guy that looks like Siegfried. He is Siegfried, but not really. He is technically named Nightmare. So you know that. That might be a good idea. Oh, look at another one that wants my soul. I want your soul, he wants mine. Stop struggling! Oh my god. See? I'm kicking over his head. I was trying to kick him in the head. Like, stomp on his head. Wow. Anywho. Cervantes is now selectable. Okay. When I return, we shall go into subchapter 1 and not chapter 4. We shall go to Shadar. I don't know. Skadar. Yeah, Skadar. And then we will go on into Mizar, which doesn't make sense anyway. But I shall see you momentarily.